Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Math Made Easy with Terry in 10 minutes. So we're going to talk about the division law, which is the second law. So please make sure you review the previous video, which is the product law. All right, so we're going to go straight into the concept of the division law. So before I proceed, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and also click the notification bell so that when I post new videos, you'll be the first person to know. Now, the division law of two logarithm values is equal to the difference of each of the logarithm. In the product law, we said that the product law is the addition of the individual logarithm, but in this case, it's going to be the subtraction of the individual logarithm. So because I know some of us do take notes, I'm going to write what I just said down. So the division law, or the division of two logarithms, or logarithmic values, okay, is equal to the difference of each of the logarithm. Okay, so the division, okay, is equal to the difference. Okay, so when you're dividing, you're going to be subtracting in this case, but in the previous video for the product law, we're adding. All right, and also just to remind you, I also told you that log e, okay, log of any number to base e is the same thing as saying ln of that number. We talked about this the previous video as well, so just don't forget this. And also I told you that when you're doing manipulation, make sure that they have the same base. All right, so I talked about this as well. All right, let's go. So let's talk about the 3 steps or the 3 rules on how to use the division law, the 3 steps. So the first thing you have to do is that the base of the logarithm has to be the same or must be the same. Okay? The base of the logarithm must be the same. So the base of the logarithm must. So it's compulsory that the base must be the same. Number 2 is that you then subtract, when the bases are the same and you're dividing, you then subtract the individual what? Logarithms. And number 3, what you do, you then what? Simplify. Okay? So, like I said, so if you have log A and you're dividing two logarithms, x divided by y, so because we have that, you're going to have is equal to subtraction of each of them with the same base, log A and log y to base A. Or if you're going the other way around, log A, log x to base A minus log y to base A is equal to log x divided by y. The same thing if you're having ln. So remember I told you ln is still the same thing as log to base E is equal to, you have ln x minus what? Ln y. Okay? And this is the what? The division law. All right? So when you're dividing, you subtract, or when you're subtracting, you divide. So remember, you can go both ways for this. All right, so let's pick some examples for this and see how we do. So let's pick an example. So we have number 1, we have log 4, 5 divided by x will be equal to log, okay, because we're dividing, are you seeing it? When you divide, you subtract, and they have the same base. So it's going to be log 5 to base 4 minus log x to base what? To base 4. Pick another one. Let's say we're having log 4. Let's say 2 divided by a, okay? Same thing. It's going to be log 2 to base 4 minus log a to base what? To base 4. Let's pick another example. Let's assume we are having ln 5 minus ln what? 3. So remember I told you can go both ways. So ln 5 minus ln 3 can be the same thing as what we have here, ln x minus ln y. It's going to be ln x divided by y. So we can now say this is going to be the same thing as saying ln 5 divided by what? 3. Okay? So let's pick another different example. Let's say we have ln A divided by B. The same thing is going to be ln A minus ln what? B. Okay? Number 5, let's assume we have ln AB divided by C. So now in this case, you can see we're going to apply both the product law as well as the division law. So what you're going to do, the product law for this, so I can say this A times B divided by C, right? So it's going to be ln A, the product law, A times B plus ln B. Then this is divide minus ln what? C. So this is rule 1, the product law. We just applied it here. Let's pick another example. So when we have, let's say we have, log 5 to base 2 minus log 3 to base 2 plus log 5 to base 2. Okay? So it's the same thing. It's minus and plus, so we're having division and multiplication. So that'll be equal to log 2, 5 divided by 3 multiplied by what? 5. Are you seeing it? This is division law, and this is what? Product law. And this is going to give you log 2 over what? 25 over what? 3. Okay? Let me just pick one more. So we have log, let's say 6 to base 10 minus log 3 to base 10. And this is going to give us division law. We're going to give you log 10, 6 divided by what? 3. And 6 divided by 3 is the same thing as what? 2. And that will give you log 2 to base what? 10. And this is the division law. Okay? And this is division law. All right, so this is the concept for division. When you are dividing, you subtract the individual logarithms. And also when you're subtracting, you can also divide it, provided that both of them have the same base. All right. So we're going to go to the next law, which is going to be the addition law. That is the third law in the series. So I advise you to make sure you subscribe and also click the notification bell so that when I post a new video on addition law, you'll be the first person to know. So I'm going to see you soon when we're going to talk about addition law.